What's the price of pride?
Karreuche Tran, you have ties to Toronto, if I'm correct. You have a cousin that lives in Toronto.
I have
Lots of cousins?
family.
Yeah, so tell me about your connection to Toronto, I guess, before you started coming here.
Yeah, I used to come out here every summer for like
Wow.
2 months. I would spend my summer vacation out here. My mother's side of the family is from Vietnam, and so most of them came from Vietnam to Toronto.
Nice.
So I have like 20 cousins out here and aunts and uncles, and also my dad's sister lives out here too, so I have a lot of family.
And speaking of Toronto, I know you do food drives here. So I know you did a food drive in the winter time.
I
You
did.
did one again on Tuesday. Why do you want to do those food drives, very community-driven events, and it's a great thing to do?
I think it's very important to give back regardless of where I am. And when I was here last winter, it was freezing cold.
Yeah,
and
it's
I'm from
crazy.
Cali, and Cali is like hot throughout
Cold
the
in
whole...
the nighttime, it's warm in the
Yeah, I mean, it gets cold, but like not like out here.
Yeah, it's horrible.
So I don't know, it was just kind of like spur of the moment, and I wanted to do something nice, and we decided to do like a clothing drive. We got tons of like socks and scarves and earmuffs, which was a really good turnout. And I also volunteered at a food bank.
Wow, phenomenal.
And then so I know I was going to be here for a long time this trip. So I was like, we should, do something
Make the most
again.
out of it, correct.
And it's much warmer now. So many people came. So many people brought so much stuff. It was a really, really great turnout. And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure anytime that I do come back, I'll be doing something.
For sure. So speaking of that, Vanessa now, on Vanity series, are you taking a break from that role? How are you guys are filming that? It comes out every Thursday, if I'm correct, in the episode?
Yes, it comes out every Thursday. We have finished...
Her legacy to steal from the rest of us. Do not walk into my office and accuse me of using Marion to win this contract.
We have finished filming the first series, so hopefully it gets picked up again, hopefully by a network, and then we will, proceed to film the next series. But yeah, Vanity is an awesome show.
Absolutely, I like it a lot.
Every Thursday on Style Hall, check it out. It's 10-minute episodes. It is a webisode, so it is pretty short. But, that leads to the drama and the suspense because it leaves you wanting to watch the next episode and see what's happening.
I watched this short film, Pride, that you were in as well, and you played a completely different character. So how were you able to transform, I guess, the Vanessa to the character you played in Pride? It was completely you did a good job.
Well, thank you. For Pride, that was, it was a fight scene, a boxing scene.
Yeah.
I trained for that
That's fantastic.
before. I worked with a trainer back in LA that I work with, and he taught me some moves and stuff. And then I filmed that movie in Chicago.
Wow.
And the first 2 days I worked with a trainer as well. And my body was so tired and exhausting because boxing, you're using every muscle in your body, from your arms to your legs, your abs. So I was like very sore, but the turnout was amazing. It was a great film. I'm so glad that I did it. And it kind of, it was a connection for me too, because the storyline is, you get knocked down so many times, but in the end, you still can get up and get through whatever it is. And that's kind of like the story of my life. There's people who are waiting for my downfall or say negative things, always trying to knock me down. But in the end, I maintain to get back up.
Absolutely. And a three-headed shark attack.
Yes.
That was also a great job you did. Talk about that role. How do you enjoy that? How did that come along?
That came along through my agency. And when I first saw the script, I was like, oh, a shark movie, like that's very different. I've never done that. And I'm still new to acting, so I want to be able to do different roles just to expand myself as an actor. And so it was different. It was a bit of a challenge because we filmed that early this year in Florida.
Okay.
And you think of Florida, you think of sunshine.
Absolutely.
But it was really, really cold.
Wow.
Like 40, 30 degrees. I don't know what that is in Celsius. I know you guys use Celsius out here. It's a little different.
It's pretty bad.
But it was really cold. I had to get in the water,
Wow.
which was like, it was awful. But the movie came out great. It was a lot of fun. It was a great experience. And now I can say I did a shark movie.
Perfect. And now this is my bread and butter. It's the memory game. Are you ready?
Okay.
So we're going to go back in time now.
Okay.
2009. Do you remember what your first Twitter reply was?
No.
It was "Soo-whoop" to your friend named Ryan, if that's correct. A gentleman named Ryan?
Yes, that's
So
my
you-
close friend.
Really? So you didn't remember that?
No.
Okay, perfect. So let's see.
I have the worst memory, so this is
Okay.
going to be interesting.
no,
I don't even know what I did last night.
Thin crust from Domino's. Thin crust pizza
Yes,
from
I
Domino's.
do.
Talk about that love you have of thin crust pizza.
I love crunchy things. That sounds really funny. But thin crust is crunchy, and Domino's is good, so I love thin crust.
Looking for a date.
Snake hips.
Snake hips. Did you
Yeah.
find a date for that movie?
A date?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a show that I went to.
Okay.
And I found a date, yeah.
Okay, so one more last one. Stick with me. You said when you first found out your friend ate the box, you were so disgusted. Who was that friend? You said it was your best friend at the time.
That did what?
You said your best friend when you found out she ate the box.
Ate the box?
Yeah, you tweeted this 2012. You were like, oh my God, it was so nasty. Who was that best friend?
I don't know.
Karreuche, stick with me.
I don't know who ate the box.
Alrighty, so let's get to the photos now. This might be a little easier, right? Are you ready?
Yes.
Perfect. So this was something you had posted, and I want you to read this out loud from your Instagram.
When I'm watching porn, I feel like my dead family members are watching me down from heaven, disappointed as fuck. Laughing my ass off.
I think we all feel that way, so just
This
talk
was
about...
a retweet. I
Okay.
didn't like type this out, but I retweeted it. Or was it on Instagram?
Yeah,
It was
Instagram.
on Instagram, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
And I still feel the same way.
Yeah. So this is a pretty cool photo. Who's this friend? I know you reposted this as well, but tell me one of the friends you have that always does this and it's really annoying.
My friend Jay Ryan.
So the guy we talked about the
Yes.
first, the Soo-whoop guy, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
and my friend Christina
Okay.
Milian.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
So they gotta stop doing that. No
yeah.
more Snapchat.
She's cut back,
Okay.
but Jay Ryan is still
The worst.
morning, night, like
Yeah.
all day.
And this is another one. This is really funny. I seen this online. Another repost. And I think it's so true. And I actually feel that same way all the time. So just talk
Yeah.
about, I guess, why guys shouldn't do that. And yeah.
Well, if you're in a relationship, I think just don't get your hair cut. Just don't do it, because then afterwards you're gonna be like, feeling yourself. But yeah,
You shouldn't really be feeling yourself.
not in a relationship, no.
Yeah. Alrighty, stick with me. Now, this is a photo which is very important to me.
Yeah.
I used to be a huge Baldwin Hills fan. And Seiko was on Baldwin Hills.
yeah, my
And
cousin.
she's your cousin. Wow, let's get to
From
this.
another side.
Really? And I always wondered, how did you and Seiko know each other? And I remembered from her on Baldwin Hills. So yeah, talk about that relationship with you and Seiko.
Yeah, she's my cousin from the other side, and we grew up together. We
Wow.
went to middle school together, and we're still close.
And this is a really funny photo as well.
Yeah.
So this
I
is you.
think I posted this for New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. So I guess, what's the magic trick for women out there? How do they get from point, I guess, D to point A? And how Karreuche does it?
Well, for me, I need a face mask to get my face together. I need these eye patches because you can see I have bags under my eyes. It's a whole process when you're a girl. You got to do your hair, you got to do
But
the
it's a
makeup,
good job, right?
eyelashes, contour. You got to make sure your face and your neck blends. Be lucky. Be happy.
Okay, 3 more. Stick with me. This is another repost about people's opinions.
This was recent. Yeah.
Recent. So now we're cool. That's what you got. So tell me about, I guess, what people should do with their opinions. Just be quiet. And yeah, let's
And
spread
just
positive love.
Stick it up their butt.
So you know what? Let's throw that away. Throw that photo away. And this is the last photo. Amazing.
Yes.
Dalai Lama birthday
Yes.
celebration. You were invited.
Yes.
How happy were you? And that's very big.
I was so happy. When I first got the email, I was like, is this real?
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just maybe a birthday celebration where I didn't think he was going to be there.
Yeah.
And when I got there, it was an amazing setup. They had a small ceremony in the beginning, and he came out, and they had, I forget the guy's name that played a song. I posted it on my Instagram, but this guy played, he sang and played the guitar, a beautiful song, and the Dalai Lama came out and
Wow.
spoke for a bit, and it was an awesome experience. I'm so glad that I went. There was just an energy and a vibe in the room that was just very calm and tranquil, and just when he speaks, you want to know what he's saying, and you can and you can feel it too, and Unfortunately, I didn't get to like take a picture or get to,
You still
you
got
know,
to see him,
just being
Presence,
in his
yeah.
presence and just hearing him speak and just being in that environment was
Phenomenal.
such an experience. That's something that I would never forget. Yeah.
And my last question to you is, I went to LA like 3 weeks ago, and I happened to stumble across a club called Playhouse,
Yeah.
and you just happened to be there that night.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was so funny because why do clubs in LA close so early? That was the thing that really pissed us off.
That's the one thing about LA, that nightlife that sucks, is everything shuts down really like 1:45.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the lights cut on. I think it just has to do with the city, because you know, the longer you keep the clubs open, the more, I guess, trouble happens, and you need more police, and then you know, people get drunk and get crazy.
Sure.
And, yeah.
So I guess this is a tourist-like question. For people going to LA, when the clubs close early, would it be, I guess, a Karreuche spot? Where should they go after, I guess, to keep their night alive and keep it going?
Probably hookah lounges are very popular now.
Okay.
There's a few on Hollywood Boulevard, or we go to eat, like at Barry's, or just there's a ton of late night restaurants.
Or if they're sober enough, drive to Vegas maybe, or?
No, that is a 4-hour drive. No way. But Vegas is open like 24/7.
Absolutely.
I was just there too. It's like crazy out there.